It took a while, but the day has finally come. We've officially hit the 1,500 subscriber special because of the fact that we've reached 1,500 subscribers here on YouTube. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you've shown me since this YouTube channel in particular originated in September 2013, and I was 19 going on 20, and 13-14 season when I lived in Brook Park in the Sandhurst house in my final year of school before I hung it up for good for my school. I hung up, the school stuff for good to move here to Ridgeville, Lorain County and start working in the real world, So I've come a long way. I mean, I was doing YouTube kind of full-time on a full-time, part-time equal ratio, 2015, so most of 2014, almost all of 2015, 16, most of 2017, almost all of 2018, and then the beginning part of 2019. Then I took a break, after my birthday and Tommy Rose's birthday, Kelly Berglund's birthday is. And then I kind of made a slow part-time return at the end of 2020. And then the week before my 27th birthday, I said, fuck it, let's return full-time. And look at that. I have not looked back since, and I never will. And without my TikTok fame, I would not have gotten this YouTube fame as I did, because before TikTok, I was a nobody on YouTube, and now I'm something. I'm really, really big, as Supersonic Fan 113 just posted a new video. So go subscribe to him. Link is in the description. You might see a big appearance from him in this video because of how special this is. So, and with today's video for the 1,500 subscriber special is a special edition warm weather fall 2022 banger. So let's stop all this rambling, check over the wastebasket. I already checked the one in there like Kevin LePage. It's all good. So I know the kitchen, main garbage in the kitchen's all good to go. I shoved it down to make sure it was all good. So I got to check the rest of the bathroom wastebaskets, and whatever is there is there. If most, not some or all of them are good, then we don't have to touch them. If some, most, or all of them are full enough, then we'll take them out. So I will meet you guys outside. Keep feeling fascination.
The forming of a new connection.
To study or to play. And so the conversation turned until the sun went down, and many fantasies were learned on that day.
Keep feeling fascination, passion burning, love so strong. Keep feeling fascination, looking, learning, moving on.
2 days in a row, baby. But this one is very, very special. 1,500 subscribers, and that version of Fascination you heard is exactly the original one. That's the original one. Even though I grew up on Los Siete's version in Mexico from Siete Latidos in the 2001-2002 season, because there was such a big phenomenon in Mexico back when I lived there at the time. They were always on Nickelodeon Latino America in between commercials of shows, including every Monday through Friday at 5:30 when I was watching Las Leyendas del Templo, aka Legends of the Hidden Temple. And so it prompted me to get the CD, and it prompted me, my sister, my parents to go to their concert where they performed all the mega hits from Siete Latidos, Love Colada, Alm Alm. I don't remember if they performed their Fascination cover, because growing up on Los Siete's version, of course, the kid version, me doesn't know all these older versions of songs, of covers we hear initially that we grow up on. I thought they came first until it took me several years later. I don't know exactly or remember exactly when, but eventually I figured out Human League was first. So they performed all the hits. Love Colada. I know they had to perform Shabba Dabba Da, because that was the year before Siete Latidos. All these other songs that I didn't know. I mean, a lot of them I still don't know even to this day. I only know a little bit of them. I know Shabba Dabba Da. I one time had that memorized on Sandhurst, but I haven't listened to that or sung that since then, so I probably forgot all the fucking lyrics by then. But I mean, by now. And then I went on a phase of my life where I totally forgot about that song Fascination, And even over Siete as a get out of here, stupid bugs. Even over Siete as a whole. But here's the story. Me and my dad were going to Cedar Point one day, 3 years ago, 2019, in the fall, September, and it was right before, it was a night race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a Winston Cup NASCAR race, and we decided to take, oh, who's this stopped in the middle of the, okay, never mind, I was going to say, what the fuck is that guy doing? But anyway, so we figured we'd make a quick stop at Cedar Point before it was time for me to come home for the race. So we go to IHOP, which was, over in Elyria, where it's not there no more. The building's still there, but they took the IHOP licensing and all like the likenesses and all the other stuff they had in there away. They closed that down. So that location is not existent anymore. But however, the building still is. The building still is. It just doesn't have the IHOP brand anymore. And so when IHOP was still there, we were just eating our breakfast. It was like a late breakfast, like 11 o'clock in the morning. And that song, the original Human League version came on. I got the good kind of PTSD from from Mexico. And I'm like, oh shit, Over Siete covered this. We lived in Mexico. And it helped me remember that song and Over Siete as a whole and Over Siete's version alone. So I've resurfaced to that song and Over Siete since then. So it feels pretty good, to hang on to older stuff that is not popular no more, that still exists but no longer have that popular or fame, or like stealing the world, stealing the spotlight, or setting the world on fire, or taking the nation or the world by storm like it used to, or is like doesn't exist no more, or a radio station that changed formats, or a channel that was once worth watching that is no longer worth watching, or a channel or a block that was once existed that doesn't exist anymore. See, a lot of the younger generation will never understand how goated things were back in the day. And while I appreciate some of the stuff we have now, some of the stuff we still from back then we still have, but at the same time, some of them are still pretty damn good. Unfortunately, some that are still here are not as good anymore like they used to be when I was a kid. Oh, it's Heather. Well, that was a nice conversation, wasn't it? I would show Heather on camera, but I'm not getting the address. Robert Yates, man. Hey, Doug. That's Doug. That's his. So he's the only one. I'll show you. Let me make sure I'm not getting any addresses. Are we good? Yeah. He's the only one. He's the only one in that house that has a nickname. Sadly, his wife, Rachel, and his son and daughter, Jeremy and Shelby, sadly do not. But they will eventually earn one. It's only a matter of time. Oh, Cole's out. Let's go check it out like Kevin LePage. Okay, he's going to cut the grass, and then, we're going to make a TikTok before he goes to basketball tryouts. So, and he got a Facebook. He uses it for football, but he did say he'd add me back once he gets the chance, because he's been busy. Because I know we've messaged him about it so many times on his Instagram, but it's not like he's ignoring me or anything. It's just that he probably had, I don't even think he forgets. He probably remembers. It's just that he's been so busy with time that he hasn't, found, a reasonable time to do it, or he hasn't found a given reason to have time to do it. I mean, so a lot of my younger friends, sure, my adult friends have a busier life than me, because their lives, my life runs at 100 miles an hour. All my adult friends' lives run at 1,000 miles per hour, both men and women alike, which is why I hang out with the kids most of the time, because my adult friends are just too big. This is why I hang out with kids, for the dumbasses who are like nosy, like, Mark, why do you hang out with kids and people your age? Well, here's your answer. Because all the adult friends I have now, I'm not counting the ones I had in Brook Park, because even they were smaller, but then they grew up to become like grown men and women, fully grown men and women, as soon as I left. And I have not seen any of them since 2019, the day after my sister got married. And I don't think I will for a while anytime soon, unless I regain the desire to go back to Brook Park to Sandhurst for home days again, which I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But the reason why, based on I hang out with the kids instead of the people my age or higher, based on the friends I have now, because, oh, Frank's going by with Neil. Oh, cool new bike. Yep, there he goes. Need for Speed. That's a sneak peek of what you're going to see in next summer in season 3 of Fun in the Sun in 2023. So the kids, on the other hand, sure, they have responsibilities and their lives are busy too. But like their lives run at an equal pace and speed, and they have the equal amount of responsibilities as me, because I'm a different breed of an adult than just a regular typical adult. Because, my friends, I'm sure they have responsibilities, but they have light responsibilities, kind of like me, and they have more time to do stuff with their friends. And that even includes me too, because I'm such a popular figure in this damn city. And the adult friends I have, sure, sometimes we do things together, but it's not always a common occurrence. Like, I know Mallory Kenzig, who you've seen in my YouTube videos before. She invited me over to Cameron, her brother Cameron Beals, to celebrate her son Josh's Bill Elliott 9th birthday. If you want to go look at that video, link is in the description. That's something that does not happen very often. It doesn't happen very often at all, where I get invited to hang out with adult friends. It goes Frank again, or get invited to parties in general, regardless of the age group. If anything, if that's going to be a common occurrence, it's probably going to be with the younger generation. You see, let's just get to the answer. That's why I hang out with the kids, because of the fact they have equal responsibilities compared to me, equal responsibilities to me. And I'm breezing on by like Donny Osmond right here. They have equal responsibilities to mine, and they have an equal, in terms of how busy their lives are, it's at an equal amount of speed. My life runs at 100 miles an hour, and so does theirs. But if it's not running at 100 for them, it's running at maybe 90 or even 70 or 60, or even at least 50 or better. 50 to 100 is them. And when it's summertime, they're usually available every day to do stuff, like after I get off work. And so when it comes to my adult friends, they have like real jobs. A job is a job, don't get me wrong, but ViaQuest is a job. And so is Triad and Murray Ridge. They're jobs, where where's jobs where you can, sure, you can work and make money, but it's the kind of job where you can joke around all you want whenever it's the time and the place to do it. Like in my history in this life phase, Murray Ridge, Triad, and ViaQuest are jobs where people know when it's a time to laugh and a time to be serious. In the real world, you can't do that. You gotta be serious at all times. All the stuff we do, like field trips and whatnot, and outings, and all the basketball games and sports and shit, real jobs won't let you do that. So no, I'm gonna start another clip so that way we can save storage. But anyway, the real reason why I hang out with kids instead of my adult friends, because like I said, the kids have equal responsibilities to mine, like light responsibilities, and their lives almost run equal amount of speed as mine, whether it be 50 miles an hour at the least, or 100 miles per hour at the best. That's it. All my adult friends' lives run 100 miles an hour, and they have a different kind of jobs that are like more more serious and whatnot. Because that leads me to this reason. Because my group of friends in that age range are always busy with work, like jobs that are more important kind of jobs than the one I got, and they're usually busy doing that, or they're busy with their boyfriends, their girlfriends, husbands, wives, fiancés, kids. They have important lives. Their lives run at 1,000 miles per hour compared to me and the kids, and they have, unlike me and my younger friends, my adult friends have completely different responsibilities than I do and what my kids' friends do. That's why. That's why. I do hang out with my adult friends occasionally, but not, one, it's not much of them. Two, it doesn't happen all the time. And most important of all, when I hang out with the kids, people get all suspicious for no reason. Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm not like those weirdos on the internet like Lombard and EDP where I do something bad. You know, I'm not going to do that. I mean, when it comes to me hanging out with people younger than me that are minors, I know my right from wrong. I know what to do and what not to do, what is right and what isn't when it comes to doing stuff with them. So you don't have to ask me dumbass questions and be nosy about it. Like, it's my group of friends. I can hang out with whoever I want, regardless of how old they are. If you don't like the fact that I'm hanging out with kids and the thing you think I'm gonna fucking do something, then you can suck my nuts. I hate that I had to give that explanation, but the dumbasses on TikTok when I ask stupid ass nosy unnecessary questions, it's like, why the fuck do you guys care? Do some of you guys care so much? I mean, if I'm bringing videos to you guys, here, bringing you content with my friends, who cares if they're kids? Just fucking enjoy the thing and not comment dumbass nosy shit. Like if I'm gonna, you know, do something bad or do something like on a predator level, like, goddamn people. Anyway, I'm sorry for the rant, guys. I mean, this is a 1,500 subscriber special, and this is something we're supposed to be celebrating, not shunning and ranting over the nosy dumbasses off social media. So let's keep walking around, and then wherever the first stop comes, we're gonna bring it to you. So please stand by, your mics are hot.
Only when I lie in bed on my own, and I wake up at night, don't see your name on my phone. It's the moments when I think that I'm better alone.
Okay, I just probably got the fall workout of the century, running from here and then back to Ninja Boys, and it's not a broken leg, it was his Achilles, but the other one, compared to the original incident, to do a TikTok with, you know, Cole with Mason in the background, because what Mason claimed was taking too long, that's only because he wasn't cooperating. So, but Mason made a good background, made a good background, scenery where Cole was doing it with me, and then I had to come back here to meet up with Supersonic Fan 113. I told you he was going to make an appearance in what is the 1,500 subscriber special, Warm Weather Fall 2022 Banger Special Edition.
Mark, can I give a shout out real quick?
Yeah, but remember, these videos that he's about to promote are going to come this winter on my channel and his. Go for it.
All right, this is my puppet that I just got.
First plushie of many of us.
So this is a puppet that I got. So this is me. I have the yellow thing right here, the yellow shoes, yellow pants.
Oh, those are not yellow pants.
I mean blue pants.
Mm-hmm.
And I have red shoes. So except the hair.
Well, you have bare feet, man. I'm not showing that on camera.
And then I have blue eyes, just like mine. So mine's is done. Now we only have to do Mark's. This would at least.
Yeah, with the Tim Duncan. I'm getting a new one for Christmas, so you might have to get ready to update that in the head count collection.
Yeah, so Mark's won't be ready in about 2 weeks.
I don't even know anymore, because he says 2 weeks. 2 weeks gets here, nothing's here.
I mean, I don't know.
You might have to update the NASCAR ones for 2023. The Austin Dillon ones can stay the same. You could put the 3 on there, but for Ty Dillon, you have to change it from 42 to 77, because you can keep 42, but except change it from Ty Dillon to Noah Gregson, because Ty's moving to a new team in 2023 to Spire Motorsports, because Gregson is taking his current ride in with the Petties to run for Rookie of the Year in Winston Cup.
I mean, it could be like a month for Mark's.
It could be a long any amount of time length.
Like, so these things will come with the puppets. It's a puppet rod.
Mm-hmm.
You can control it.
And do a little comedy skit. I mean, the comedy skits on my channel may not just be me and my fully grown adult friends. I'm mostly girls. It might be with the puppets too.
Yeah. So my grandma couldn't do plushies, but she could do puppets. So that's what we're gonna do.
I guess she didn't have the material for plushies.
Yeah, she didn't.
That figures. You need to have a lot of money and be wealthy for stuff like that.
So yeah, guys, I'm gonna sell this plush for about at least 15, and this is really, really rare. So it's gonna be hard to get some in.
Mm-hmm.
So Mark's is not rare. Mine's is.
Yeah.
Cause like.
And like Jer Bear said, the next step might be cardboard cutouts of me, whether it be my Tim Duncan outfit or, Austin NASCAR clothes with Austin Dillon 3, Ty Dillon as of next year, Ty Dillon 77, Noah Gregson 42.
Yep.
I don't know what's Hemrick's. Hemrick's coming back to the Busch Series next year. He's going to stay with Colleague in the number 11 and try to rack up more wins and probably chase down another championship. I don't know what Riley Herb's future is. It's his gear. Me getting his is pending. And I know Nemechek is coming back to Craftsman Truck. As far as I'm concerned, they're using that name again next year, so I don't have to keep reusing that name to live in the past. Let me see here. I know Zane Smith is going to stay on the Craftsman Truck. I don't know if he's staying with Front Row or going to another team. Haley Deegan may or may not move up to Busch, but we'll have to see. But like I said, I don't reason why I like Haley Deegan is because I feel like she could be better than Danica as long as she's not rushed like Danica was. Okay, so at least you got to see Supersonic Fan 113 as I promised. So therefore, we got a little excitement thrown in, which is pretty damn good. Anyway, as we go down the back straightaway here on the NASPI track here in Sandy Ridge, let's see what else we can. Let's see who else we can find. Who else we can find, and what else we can see. Hey, it was Cutie Pie's birthday on Saturday, right? Well, let's go wish her a happy belated birthday. Okay, I had to do it. Some of these things I have to do off camera because some of my friends, as cool as some of them are, that to dance with me on the internet, some of them are just funny about being filmed in general. I mean, sometimes they'll be okay. I mean, some of these same people, along with the others who don't mind being filmed in general, will be okay with dancing with me on camera, but just generally filming are really funny about that kind of stuff. So therefore, on to the next stop. Good luck, everyone. So we got one last nice day tomorrow, and then of course the Mike and Mo. I'm gonna discuss that shit at the upcoming videos, at when we park the bus and the night is over. So this is the second to last warm day. So I figured we'd do the 1,500 subscriber special as a special edition of a warm weather fall 2022 banger. Tomorrow we're just gonna spend it casually. Now as adventures in autumn, it's starting to get to the cool side. Okay, I'm losing my train of thought here. Holy hell. Now that the Adventures in Autumn is getting to the cool side, now the Adventures in Autumn TikToks are starting to spike up. Now we get more people dancing as we get further into Adventures in Autumn, get close to Winter Wonderland. Anyway, Abbi Sorg just came out, so let's go check this out like Kevin LePage. Okay, here we are at Abbi Sorg's, queen of tearing shit up. Her dad famously known in Sandy Ridge as Fireball Man. The Fireball incident from last 4th of July. The Nicola Lise Nelson birthday tribute we did as Ward Burton Speech Class Episode 2. Which was the 2021 4th of July videos here in Sandy Ridge. The one that was not exciting as this year's, but if you haven't checked those videos out, the Nicola Lise Nelson birthday tribute from last 4th of July, July 3rd of 2021, and the two, and the two 4th of July videos we did this year, the Neighborhood Fun episodes, I think, episode Casey Atwood and Dale Jr. Go check those out, links in the description, along with Ward Burton Speech Class episode 2 for Nicola Lise Nelson's birthday. We usually dedicate those Ward Burton videos in that series to Nicola Lise Nelson, whether it be just for shits and giggles, whether it be just a random general occasion, or for Nicola Lise Nelson's birthday, because we associate Nicola Lise Nelson and Dayton Reyes with Burton for whatever odd reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because, we just made just a random connection for no reason when we watched I Am Frankie in the summer of 2018, if you remember. OGs remember that era of my YouTube channel before I got TikTok, and with my old Twitter account that had dozens of people from Lab Rats and Nickelodeon and some from ABC and CBS and a little bit of Disney Channel following that account, which led up to 4,000 to 5,000 followers before I got clapped the day before COVID, all that stuff. And then when I wrote I Am Frankie fanfics, I put in there Dayton Reyes was a Ward Burton fan when he was little when he drove the 22 Caterpillar Dodge Intrepid in 2001, 2002, and 2003 pre-Napa 500 fall Atlanta race after, you know, the way, you know, Bill Davis and Ward Burton parted ways was actually very, very toxic. So, I know, you know how Ricky...
I'm gonna go out the front door.
Okay. You know how Ricky Rudd's departure from Robert Yates racing was toxic as fuck for the whole NASCAR community to see back before social media was a thing? And the, you know, the fact that Black Flags Matter made a video on that. Well, yeah, that's exactly what happened with Ward. Nobody knows about it because there's no videos or stories or articles or anything on that. I mean, somebody who probably worked in NASCAR and was close to Bill Davis racing probably knew. But then, yeah, I put what Dayton Reyes was a Ward fan. But what most people don't, other than me, don't remember is that before he drove Dodges, he drove Pontiacs in 1990. Well, built when he drove for, even when he was sponsored by MBNA in 1997, 98, 99, 2000, he drove a Pontiac Grand Prix. But anyway, subscribe to Abbi Sorg. Link is in the description. She's a little camera shy today, so normally she isn't, but I apologize for that. Any reason why you're camera shy lately, Abs?
I don't know. I've been getting a lot of hate stuff.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Especially in my comments, I mostly deleted those.
I deleted one of them for you. So yeah, you're welcome. Well, that was fun. That was fun. And it was confirmed by Cole, right? You know, Ninja Fighter's son, Ninja Fighter's oldest, that he was not fighting ninjas. I mean, like I said, this Ninja Boy shit, Ninja Fighter nonsense was all made up like Jamie McMurray by the crotch of doom. So the first time he hurt his Achilles by working out. That was the original incident where the crotch of doom made up that shit like Jamie McMurray. Now this time it wasn't the same. It was Achilles again, but not the same one, thankfully. Not the same one. Not the same one. But this time it was not working out. I took a wild guess to see if it was working out this time. But this time they were playing football. I think it was in the backyard for shits and giggles. Cole did not specify where. And he was doing the Alex Trebek walk, aka walking backwards. And he his leg, landed funny and, something like that. He twisted his leg awkwardly, something like that. And that's what got him to hurt his Achilles. And I'm just glad it wasn't the same one. If you're going to hurt it again, at least hurt the opposite one. Because it'll be less painful, because if you injured the same side of the body that you injured once before, it's just gonna fuck up that body part even more than it already was after the original incident. But hopefully, on a serious note, because I hope he recovers. And when I made that TikTok last night, just to clarify, and I told Mason and Cole about it, and luckily for me, they understood. I was laughing more at the Ninja Fighter bullshit, not at the injury itself. So I would never laugh at an injury, ever. I mean, only reason I was joking about it was because the Ninja Boy's gonna get you. My story behind that is, I was at home by myself once. Well, actually, people were at home with me, but I was the only one around. I was the only one around. Everybody else was asleep. And sometimes I say the most dumbest things, not all the dumbest nonsense when I'm by myself. I don't say the most intelligent things like David Schildhouse does. So one of those things was out of nowhere, because I was thinking about the Ninja Fighter nickname and all the general nicknames of Sandy Ridge. Mostly all the heavyweights have nicknames. And out of nowhere, I just started singing, Ninja Boy's gonna get you. Ninja Boy's gonna get you. Ninja Boy's gonna get you. And that's how it stuck. That's exactly how it stuck. So that's how it all started. And as you can imagine, the rest is history. Ninja Boy has come in to get you since 2016. Especially when we came up with that nickname for his wife, the Sexy Mama. That story I'm not going to get into on the interwebs, whether it be YouTube or TikTok or any social media platform, because that's just fucking weird as fuck. Round 3 with Maddie with the Mustang. You see if this shit is finally secure. Okay, he's backing up. Nope. Another day, another video, another appearance by Matthew McKnight. Says he's doing this round again for the third fucking time. So go subscribe to him if y'all haven't. Link in the description. He hasn't had time to, like, you know, put that racing video up of him drag racing in his car and kicking some guy's ass that was in a slower car. And then, of course, he didn't record anything hunting because they didn't find anything. And the guy that he was supposed to, young man who was supposed to help videotape him was too damn cold. Yeah. And I don't blame him. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate that because of it, he couldn't record anything. But I don't blame him. Like when it comes to personal preferences, because I would have probably had the same reaction because I hate the cold.
It was not that cold.
How do you know? What was the temperature?
Sitting next to him. It was I don't know, 40 something.
Well, 40's pretty damn cold for me.
40 something. Where is the 8 my stomach's hungry.
Oh, you're scrambling your parts together to the point where you're losing them.
Yep. And I got this, throw them all back in here. It's a big giant mess.
A giganta mess. My grandmother, Louie's wife, would say giganta. That's the kind of bowl we used to have until I fucking destroyed it.
You know what? Because the parts are not here.
Oh shit. God, my fat ass can't sit down straight anymore like it used to. Back when I was skinny as a kid. So hopefully this thing will actually stop fucking leaking.
Yeah, I ripped the seal yesterday, putting the new tube in.
So that's what happened? Let me get this straight. You had it fixed, but then you ripped something by accident or we re-broke it.
Yep.
Well, that's probably the worst. When you finally have something figured out, and then you get all of those who tail happy and it re-fucks it up.
I don't know what I did, but I tore it.
Tore it up like Terry Labonte. And they go dropping screws and everything.
The good part was only like $7.
I messaged Lizzie on her second TikTok account today to see if she was okay, and she says she's good now.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I didn't mention the fact that she kept it from me because I keep that between you and me.
All right.
Because I don't want her to think that that I'm accusing her of hiding shit from me.
That's polite.
Yeah, because I know that's not her fault, and that nobody has getting stung by insects on their bingo card.
You shouldn't be kissing bees.
Right. If she would have probably put that on TikTok, I probably wouldn't have been complaining.
Can't kiss the bees.
Nope. Your brother-in-law, Lizzie's dad.
Her uncle, Lizzie's uncle.
I thought Kevin was her dad.
Kevin is her dad. You're right.
But who's the other uncle? That's not you.
Peter.
Have I met Peter?
I don't think you have.
Was he here when you guys dragged me into your party out of nowhere? The same day Josh moved in with his Viper and I took your group running down there to see it?
That was Sean. It's a different kid. Different guy.
Oh.
You haven't met Pete.
Okay.
I don't think you have.
Because always remember, I would have missed Caitlin in April and Lizzie in June had I stayed inside to watch the Aaron's 499 at Talladega and the Gateway race. And I would have missed a couple people yesterday had I watched the Ford 400 at Homestead, Miami instead.
You didn't watch it?
No, because I found better priorities, and sometimes better priorities is for the better. It helps you see people, and you never know who you see out there if you leave the house.
Yeah, you got a few more warm days. You got to take
Today and tomorrow, and then I think they're gonna get a Sandy Bridge finale on November 3rd. It looks like if we don't get any warm, any general nice days anytime after daylight savings. I've been monitoring the 10-day weather as it keeps updating to new days as the tail end. So if I don't see any proper temperatures after November 3rd is the official Sandy Ridge 2022 finale that we've all anticipated on my social media for a long time. All Adventures in Autumn, we've been anticipating it, and this is getting to a point where we have so many of these Sandy Ridge finales that I don't think we're never going to get a fall finale. We get winter finales all the time. We only had 1 year of a spring finale. That was this year. And we had two summer finales, but never have we had a fall finale. because Sandy Ridge finale kind of clogs that shit up. But yeah, the only time I'm coming out this winter is when if YouTube work like with you or anybody else in the neighborhood needs to be done in their house.
Oh, in the house.
Well, that no choice because you can't do it outside when it's cold because you get frostbite.
Can't be a sissy. Get out there and enjoy it.
Well, I'm. You call me a sissy all you want. I've never been a fan of the cold weather, and I never will be.
I know you're not.
Something because I never throw my body out there like I do in warm weather. The only time I did was like in 2016 and 17 when that was like the only time I did. By 2018, I quit. I quit doing that by 2018. Oh, he's jacking it up. Man, it's like you're like better than some of the Jackmen in NASCAR Thunder 2004 career mode because every time the Jackman, so I've seen Michael Cozy Jr., Windvow, David Schildhouse, who else? And even in Thunder 03, Toxic Funk at 13, Kamikaze Games played Thunder 03 and Thunder 04 career mode, where every time the pit crew member fucks up, they fire the crew members. Because unfortunately, if you're playing as a real driver in season mode, you can't fire the pit crew. And which is why some people say when they're playing Thunder 03 and Thunder 04 Let's Plays as real life drivers, and the pit crew fucks up, saying, "Oh, if this is career mode, your ass would still be fired." But that's exactly what I'm going to say when I do the Richard Petty stuff on Thunder 04. If Richard Petty Enterprises STP pit crew fuck up on pit stops, like I'm going to say it every time. I'm going to hold a counter throughout that whole season that I'm going to how many times I'm going to say that per episode. I say, "Oh, if this was career mode, your ass would so be fired."
You're fired.
The thing is, it's just a pit crew using a real life driver that was active at the time the game came out, or a legendary driver you can unlock as a bonus. It's the same with the Dale Earnhardt's Flying Aces. When I played Dale Sr.'s fanfic of when I do 25th anniversary on Thunder 04, that's when the equipment has to really improve by then, get improved better and better. And then when I do a fanfic in Thunder 03 where he doesn't crash in 01 and he gets to make it to 2002 and race for an 8th championship at the age of 51, we get to bring out the Flying Aces.
51, that would be.
He would have been that's how old he would have been in 2002 had he made it to 2002.
That would have been.
Because he was like a couple months shy of his 50th birthday when he died at Daytona, because he was 49. But like when Davey Allison died, it's what they said. Since he was like 32, it's simply not supposed to happen this way.
No.
I know it's part of life, but it's really Cyril. It's never easy.
No. Never easy.
Considering I never got to watch Davey or Alan Kowicki or Tim Richmond race because they all died before I was born.
Wow. Well, you can watch. I'm sure there's.
I do watch reruns on the computer. I just never finish them because I'm not used to that era. Like I sometimes I watch Adam Petty and Kenny Irwin's old races because that's an era from before I was there. That I was a NASCAR fan that comes close to what I've seen in the games.
I know you secretly watch. What's his name? Kyle Petty, because you're in love with Kyle Petty.
I do. Sometimes I relive old moments of where I got really angry and frustrated. Like sometimes I'll look back at those moments in races where he done goofed and I'll just laugh at how the kid version of me got really mad.
See if we can get this gas tank loose again.
Hopefully it doesn't spray everywhere.
I'm so pissed right now. It won't.
I don't blame you. You've done this shit 2 times and still not working.
Yep, you're right.
I know this is going to be a 3rd time, so hopefully the 3rd time's a charm like the old saying goes.
I'm going to be more careful this time.
Well, you just got to make sure of that.
I got to get it right this time.
Right. Except, wait, say that again for the YouTube audience.
Which one?
The pit crew getting the driver back on the track.
That's right. That's what we're trying to do. This is the same thing.
Except this is for mechanical failures, not for crash damage.
We're going to get it back on the track before they come around and they don't go a lap down.
Yeah. Or if they're in the garage fixing it, they're going to go multiple laps down. And they're just going to be racing for extra points and are going to be a little... Because in Thunder, if you play Thunder 03 and Thunder 04 and racing long enough races in season or career mode, you can have damaged cars or even cars that blow engines go back on the track but be slower than shit.
Yeah, but they're still getting points.
They're still getting points because other people fall out of the race to the point where some of those other people fall out can't come back on the track.
That's right.
Because before this DVP stuff, what caused them to get that DVP rule, NASCAR to implement that rule, was cars would get in crashes. Crews would go to the garage and rush to fix the damn thing. They get it back on the track, thinking they fixed it the best they could, but they didn't fix it good. They didn't fix it good enough to the point where additional debris that they didn't put back together properly, flies off the car and causes more unnecessary debris cautions. NASCAR eventually got tired of it and implemented the damaged vehicle policy, where if you're going to go to the garage and come back on the track, you're only allowed to do it for mechanical failures.
That's what DVP stands.
Damaged vehicle policy. So if you go to the garage for crash damage, you can't fix that shit and come back out. You're done. Even if the damage is minor. I remember a time where Tony Stewart, his last year in the 20 car at Dover, he got into an early big wreck. It was the big. Dover has big ones too, like Daytona and Talladega does. What is that?
That's the damage. See, it's ripped.
Oh, so that's what's causing it to leak. What's that supposed to do?
Bottom. When I went around the corner, the gas went to this side and pushed this open, and all the gas came out.
How is a liquid, that kind of liquid, that's strong to do stuff like that?
Oh, liquid water will get in anywhere. The tiniest cracks. Water, gas.
Well, water's fine because water does nothing.
So this gasket got torn. So now I gotta be very careful with the new one.
Oh dear. Where do you buy all these tools and stuff?
All over the place, but
Do you go to Home Depot or Lowe's for this?
AutoZone mostly.
AutoZone. Rock Auto. I heard Rock Auto commercials, but I remember AutoZone used to be Get in the Zone, AutoZone.
You're correct. You are correct.
What about Advanced Auto Parts?
I don't like that.
Did you ever, are you old enough to remember their commercial, we're ready in advance no matter when or where? Do you remember that commercial? I used to love that commercial when I was little. Every time it came on, I'd just start singing it.
Yeah, their stuff.
At least they have good commercials. Oh, a pit maneuver.
The cops do those pit maneuvers.
That's what we're going to do in Real Life Need for Speed next summer when we record that series, when we do the Hot Pursuit episodes.
We're going to do a pit maneuver and push them out of the way.
The cops are. I know Liam's going to be an officer in the first Hot Pursuit episode. It's going to count as episode 3 overall. And this is where even if if that whole series is our ragers, like we're going to have spicier intros.
Does Liam do videos about gaming or what? What's his videos about?
Not that Liam, but Jerry Springer, man, the one Supersonic fan, the one that I introduced you to.
Yeah, what does he do videos on?
He does Sonic videos, and he does like collection and review. Him and I are doing merchandise collaboration videos this winter.
Oh yeah.
That's the only time I'm coming outside is stuff like that. Is to go to people's houses to do YouTube work or help them kickstart the YouTube career, show them how to upload videos and edit in case they want to, like, in the future, years down the road, want to edit video, want to upload videos. But what if they don't want to upload and I can't be there?
What's the best way to get hold of you if I want you to come over and help me do a video? What do I do?
You're not the only one.
Message?
You can text me on my phone.
Okay.
I don't even care if it's blistering cold or it's a fucking blizzard. I'll come running over here to help you, but I just gotta
come inside.
Yeah. I just gotta beware of the cat.
Oh yeah.
I mean, maybe Caitlin and Lizzie can come here in the winter while I'm here to do videos. Maybe this winter we can invite them over, for I can still do comedy skits on my channel in the winter, except we can do it inside.
Okay.
I was thinking of you just dawned me a new idea for a comedy skit where me, Caitlin, and Lizzie do one together, make everybody laugh.
All right. Yeah, we have a huge basement. You got plenty of room down there to
Cause me and
be creative.
Me and Peanut Butter Lady's daughter next door to me, going towards turn 1, F-Bomb and Babe. We're gonna do a comedy skit, trying to see if we can Turn 1, going into turn 1, the one next to me, very next to me. Her daughter is the F-Bomb and Babe, because May 31st, she let a gazillion F-bombs out in 5 minutes. And all I could do was laugh. I could not stop laughing. And we had to get a picture because of it. She was just talking a bunch of random shit and nonsense.
Where'd I put the fill tube?
Where?
That's what I'm asking you. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. No, because I was thinking that next year on May 31st, 2022, the 1 year anniversary, we reenact that incident as a comedy skit.
Gotcha.
Because you, Larry, over in turn 2, where across from Jerry Springerman's Liam, we had a little bit of a comedy episode on June 21st, 2019, the first day of summer when we all went crazy in their driveway, and Big Sam was probably the drunkest man in the neighborhood that night.
Big Sam.
But yeah, that because he's Big Senior and his son is Sam Junior, because they call him Sammy to differentiate. And so Natalie, his Nat Queen Cole, had to snatch the beers away. Because he was like talking all this shit and nonsense kept getting worse and worse, because getting to the point where the second youngest, Natalie, Nat Queen Cole, had to snatch the beers away.
I know when to say when, Mark.
I love the how she snatched them too. She's like, as she snatched, like, okay, Dad, no more beers for you. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised I never gave him the nickname Beer Snatcher. She could have 2 of them. Nat Queen called him Beer Snatcher.
Those are both good ones.
I'm gonna have to tell her that next time I see her. If I see her later tonight or tomorrow. If I get lucky, I think she got a new car. I think that's that gray one. I think was hers. I'm just taking a wild lucky guess. So if I see her, I'm gonna ask her.
All right.
Yeah, she's 17 now. She's celebrating her Matt Kenseth year.
17.
Yep, I know her. She's gonna be her Bobby Labonte year in 2023 when she's a senior. So her older daughters are Abby, the one who I'm closest with. She celebrated her Mayfield year this year, 19. And I believe next year, Abby will, next April Fool's Day, which is also my other grandma's birthday, my dad's mom, Abby will be celebrating her Tony Stewart year next April Fool's Day. I one time went over to her house on her birthday, on April Fool's Day, say happy birthday. And we got into a little bit of a hell of an escapade. And the Spurs won the same day, too, so that was a good day. That was a good April Fool's Day. And they had to beat the cheating McDouchebags to do it. The Houston Rockets. Because on December 3rd, 2019, this was before that they became cheating McDouchebags. Because on December 3rd, 2019, they earned that nickname because they protested a game against us over a dunk that James Harden missed fair and square, which allowed Lonnie Walker IV to tear that shit up like Terry Labonte, and which I call it the Colin McIntyre birthday miracle, because that's my ultimate guy best friend, Colin McIntyre, who graduated this year with Croucher Doom's daughter and Brindley, my ultimate girl best friend, Brindley Kerr. So it was his birthday that night, and that was a crazy regular season Spurs game that felt like a playoff game. So that's why that day goes down in the history books as the Colin McIntyre birthday miracle. Unfortunately, this year there will be no part 4 of the Kelly Berglund birthday miracle. So that streak, I think, has come to an end after 3 years. Not unless the Budweiser shootout / Bush Clash at the LA Coliseum was on February 9th. I'm gonna have to double check that, and I'll probably let you guys know after we leave Maddie's. But I know the first one was the 2020 Budweiser shootout, which was better known as the Bush Clash. Well, no, not the Bush Clash, the Bush Crash. Or the Budweiser crash out, if anything, because everybody in the grandma was damaged except, out of all people, my favorite driver, Austin Dillon. He was the only undamaged car in that race, and yet he still came away empty-handed. And how crazy that would have been had he won, as not only as the only undamaged car in the field, but on my ultimate favorite actress's birthday, Kelly Burton. I was actually getting ready to tweet her "Hey, happy birthday, Kel! So Austin Dillon just won a meaningless exhibition race on your birthday."
Meaningless exhibition.
Oh my god! I know it was a meaningless exhibition, but how cool would it have been to see someone I like a NASCAR win on my favorite actress's birthday? That would have been, and it almost happened. I was in the basement going crazy and getting ready to celebrate. And then when I saw Eric Jones and his mangled Toyota getting pushed by his teammate that was multiple laps down, Denny Hamlin, I had to sit back down yep, this is over. I kind of celebrated too early. I counted my chickens before they hatched. I thought that the 3 car had that one. And then the very next year, unfortunately, did not go as well at all. I know the Spurs had a game against the Warriors as a follow-up of the night before where we only won because Draymond chucked up a random shot from half court for no reason when there was plenty of time to like set up for a good shot to win the game. And
threw something up.
yeah, and that's why we won it after we were down by a lot of points in that game. And the next day, which was a doubleheader, we deserved to lose because not because we sucked, because we started off that season pretty well, but because we owed the Warriors a win because after the way they lost that game the night before. And concerning, I was flipping between the Spurs and the Busch Clash on the Daytona Road Course, and Austin and Ty weren't even factors. And somebody on my TikTok said in the comments, Ty gonna have to pick up the pace if he's gonna pull off a Kelly Berglund birthday miracle for you. I don't think they said it like that, but they did say Ty needed to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
And I think this year's Kelly Berglund birthday miracle was the Spurs coming here to play the Cavs. And that was the last time I was there. So this year I won't be going because the fact that I know the Cavs are crazy good and better than us right now. So there's really no point in watching the games this year going to them, knowing that your childhood team sucks ass now, and the fact that it's a guaranteed loss no matter how they do.
Kathleen was sitting you, but she quit.
She quit before February 9th of this year.
She quit last Friday, working for the Cavs. She quit.
No, I went to this game on February 9th.
I know, but she quit, so she can't send you free tickets.
Oh, but was she still there February 9th when it was Kelly's Berglund's birthday?
Yep.
So I wasn't even interacting with you guys at the time, unfortunately. No. My dad got those tickets instead.
Moments later.
God damn it, Montoya. Oh my God. Oh my God. You would not believe what had happened after that last clip was recorded. And also, before I get into it, I had a chance to check it out like Kevin LePage. Unfortunately, there will be no fourth installment of the Kelly Berglund birthday miracle this year. No Spurs, no Spurs on February 9th, and no race on February 9th. So it's going to be a quiet birthday for the greatest actress of all time, Kelly Michelle Berglund, living La Vida Lab Rats. Liam McCallion, you'll probably never see in my videos. Juan Montoya at Maddie.
My mom's car.
Juan Montoya Maddie's RC car into her mom's car, her mom's real car. Except there's no jet fuel that found something hot to ignite a fire. Yeah. There's no blowing it up. There's no jet fuel to spark an ignition.
The car was getting a little warm too, so.
Yeah.
That could have been bad.
Like this time, there was no unlike Montoya's jet dryer crash, there was no jet fuel to find something hot to ignite it and start a fire and blow it up and set the front stretch on fire. I'm just saying that for shits and giggles, if you know what I mean. Because Montoya used to be my driver before the Dillon brothers.
Till this 53 straight years have been this.
Mike, you said we've seen fire, we've seen rain. We've seen all in one weekend down here. It's been...
And too much of either.
Been crazy.
Okay, my best child over here, favorite child in Sandy Ridge, because of how long I've known her and the stuff we've done together, had something to say.
Alright, so I'm not sure if you guys remember my name, actual name. So if you guys remember my name, put it in the comments. So I want to see.
And she has a TikTok, but I mean, she's.
Yeah,
you have to guess it in the comments. And when I stopped recording this clip, since this is probably one of the last times we get to hang out before it gets cold. I'm gonna see if she'll.
Maybe.
I'll see if she'll give it to me off camera. But if you give it to me, I promise you I won't tell anyone else. That stays between you and I. Yeah, and she made me the happiest guy the last time I was out here before I got sick. I'm just walking down the street. She's getting off the bus from school. She looks at me because I was going to turn 1 as she was getting off the bus. She comes and runs and jumps on me for a hug, which I did not expect. It goes to show you why she's the best child.
I wasn't really in a good mood, so.
What out of all people, why me?
I don't know.
Because of the fact that we've done.
My parents are never home, so.
So you came to me like if I was your dad instead of your real dad?
Basically, yes.
Oh. I remember when you one time you did call me dad when we were doing the burn baby burn at Abby's.
Oh.
Remember when you did call me dad? That was a badge of honor, but I don't know if I would ever be, I don't know if I could handle being your dad. I mean, I could handle being...
I'm kind of crazy, so you couldn't handle me.
No. And I was kind of crazy at age...
I'll be doing this.
I was kind of crazy at that age 8 too.
I would be doing cartwheels, handstands, destroying stuff.
Well, you destroyed a light, so that's why you earned your modern nickname, Light Destroyer.
We do not need to go there.
That's all I'm going to say. We're not going to get into that story on the interwebs.
My dad wasn't mad. That's the thing I'm happy about.
But he was more mad about your reaction, if anything. That's the only things we're going to say about that story. We're not going to tell you exactly how it happened.
I'll tell you guys next
video that we do together. So please stand.
Maybe I'm only gonna tell you guys this video. Maybe
if we stay out here long enough. Please stand by. Your mics are hot. Okay, going through turn 4. This is probably the last cutscene we're going to film until we get to the front straightaway.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys how that light thing happened.
Okay.
So it was around spring or summertime.
It was in the summer. Yeah, it was in the summer.
In summer. So everybody was spitting seeds on the ground, like seed shells.
It was like two or 3 or 4 of us, but it felt like it was 10.
Yeah, and then
you started screwing around.
I picked up our broom to some
Why don't we stop? We can focus.
And then I stood by a light on my house, and then I scooched the broom back a little bit, and then I went
crack.
So that's basically how I did it.
Yeah, and then
I broke out in tears.
He wasn't mad about the incident. He was mad how she reacted and handled it.
Yeah.
And he sent all of us home like there was 10 of us, even though there's only 2 guests. He's like, everybody, her dad, he's like, everybody go home, get the hell out of my house. His words, not mine. Wow. This is just fucking escapade week or something. It was escapade weekend. Now we've entered escapade week, which tells me the fucking Old Dominion 500 is going to be wild as shit. So we're going to take one more lap around. If we don't find anything, we'll just go back, park the bus. If we don't find anything, we'll just go back and we'll just kill ourselves and go back. So therefore, and then we'll do the announcement of future videos down the line. Place your bets. We're on the fucking back straightaway, fucking Einstein. Place your bets. Do you think we're gonna find someone before we have to park the bus? Okay, Larry's garage light is on, but we'll see if anyone's in there or not. Garage light is on, but nobody's in there, so let's continue. Oh, don't want to get the address. Okay, we're good. So, okay, we're coming down the back straightaway. Place your bets. Are we gonna find anybody? Are we going to find anybody that has a last-second ditch effort before we park this bus on the second to last warm day of 2022? And before we wrap up this 1,500 subscriber special, do you think we're going to find someone? Do you think we're going to find anyone? As Jerry Springer lady goes by, I don't know who the hell she's looking for between Duke or little lady Germifier. Or she wants to go pay Cutie Pie a visit since their birthdays are, let me do the math, 23, 24, 25, 26, 20. They're 6 days apart. And the day before Jerry Springer lady is Jordan Fish's birthday, you know, Denny Hamlin's girlfriend. So we got to make sure we say happy birthday to her this Friday. This Thursday. Oh, Jerry Springer lady and Cutie Pie are going somewhere. That's what Cutie Pie was getting dressed up for when we went to say happy belated birthday to her. Okay, so we did find someone, but it's not like a last second dead ditch effort one for us, for them to do TikToks with us or take photos or do all that good shit, let alone snip a small YouTube clip with us for this video. So I will see you on the front straightaway for the outro. Yep, that's what I thought. I kind of figured we weren't going to find anybody, and we're coming down the front straightaway to wrap up the 1,500 subscriber special here on YouTube. I again thank you all for the love and support you showed me, especially since my TikTok fame got me this far on YouTube. So we're casually going to enjoy the last official warm day tomorrow. We'll be no YouTube video tomorrow. We'll be lucky to sneak some occasional TikToks here and there if it's possible. Now that the Adventures in Autumn TikToks are starting to spike up. Now that, you know, we're getting closer to Winter Wonderland Season 2. So then after that casual last official warm day tomorrow, we got the Mike and Mo Halloween birthday rager on Halloween. And then potentially the Sandy Ridge finale November 3rd, but depending on whether or not if there's another decent day after daylight saving time based on the trend. So that part of the trend will be broken. The yearly trend in general won't be, whether there's another decent day after daylight savings or not. So therefore, we have to keep checking the Weather Channel each and every day this week on the app, because they're more accurate in modern technology in general than the stupid ass meteorologists that you know, cover the weather today. And then, of course, we got a haircut video coming this Saturday with Cousin Kenny. And, oh, yeah, well, we're in the closing stages of Season 2, Adventures in Autumn. We got the Season 1 finale of Poker Game Night with Episode 6. So that's what I had on my mind yesterday's video, but I couldn't fucking remember it off the top of my head. And of course, the best is yet to come this winter for the never before seen content that you all know, and y'all know what it is that I've explained multiple times. So, but if in case any of y'all forget, I'll be happy to explain it more than once. Until next time, this is Mark Oliveira signing off. Thank you for giving me to 1,500 subscribers. The next special will be the 1,000 video special on exactly the 1,000 video. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Life will give you a lot of lows. When you hit a high, enjoy it. It ain't for the weak. Goddamn. Pace yourself. Bring your ass. Be you. You have to try harder to do less. You can't deport a dream. Sometimes the worst things in life lead to the best things. Always bet on the side of love. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sometimes you just got to be present. You never fail until you stop trying. It never pays to worry too much about things. It's never too late to turn the day around. Another day on time, another day to shine. Sometimes you just gotta flock yourself and trust your instincts, stand up for yourself, and not back down to anyone. Take care, everyone. Good night. And maybe this winter, if we don't get the F-bomb and Babe tomorrow, I mean, if we do, I doubt we will, but if by luck of the draw we get her, we might do the comedy skit, but that's not a guarantee. But I can promise you that if we go to Maddie's this winter to help him with YouTube, if we invite, you know, his niece Lizzie and his daughter Caitlin over at the same time, we can bring those comedy skits to Winter Wonderland and people in his basement, other people's houses for whatnot, for heaven's sake, or for Christ's sake, if you know what I mean. So therefore, we got Poker Game Night episode 6 for the Season 1 finale sometime next month, the 3rd Saturday of November. Let me see here. Haircut video this Saturday. Old Dominion 500 reaction video on this Sunday. Mike and Mo Halloween birthday rager. Goldberg's reaction video on Wednesday. Reaction video on Wednesday. Lele and Flash reaction videos. I don't have time to, like, you know, remember the installment. Lele and Flash reaction video Thursday. All Villains and Ultra reaction video Friday. Haircut video Old Dominion 500. Mike and Mo birthday rager Halloween. Sandy Ridge finale. And of course, you know, all the other stuff, Poker Game Night episode 6, Season 1 finale, and the rest is history, and you won't want to miss it. So thank you all again for 1,500 subscribers. Tomorrow's the last official warm day of the year, so we're going to go rock them like Rob Riggle and tear it up like Terry Labonte tomorrow. So see you later, everyone.
You gotta have fun while the sun